Hello and welcome to the Sheerluxe Show. I'm Georgie Coleridge Cole and I'm back with another show packed with fashion, food, beauty and Valentine's Day treats. First up, revered fashion stylist Anna Bromilow is taking us through her week in outfits. Perfect if you need a bit of inspiration for mixing up your wardrobe. I'll be chatting to salon owner Yulia Rorstrom on how her business has been affected by the pandemic. Plus, she has some advice on hair care. Spoiler alert, do not cut it yourself. Later, award-winning wine expert Ameila Singer will be talking us through her top supermarket wines just in time for Valentine's weekend. And Sheerluxe beauty regular Adeola Gboyega is taking us through her top products for the no makeup look. Plus, Sommer Pyne from House Curious is back with a delicious, healthy roast chicken. Finally, we are mega excited to be launching our first Sheerluxe running club with OneTrack this weekend, and details will be coming up later. But first, let's get some outfit inspiration from celebrity stylist Anna Bromilow.
Hi everybody, I really hope you're well. My name is Anna Bromilow. I am a fashion stylist, and today for Sheerluxe, I am going to show you a full week of typical go-to looks. So it's a Monday morning, the start of a brand new week. We're all feeling a little bit more refreshed after the weekend, and it's generally the one day that I will make a bit more of an effort and wear a dress. So this is typically the kind of dress I will put on, nothing too structured, something really effortless and relaxed. This one is the shade dress from Iris, really good price point. I'm really into this cinnamony burnt orange colour at the moment, and I've layered it up to keep me nice and warm in a kind of 70s way with this high neck, roll neck. I think this is just from H&M, but I like the tones together, and I've got a pair of very comfy, thick, chunky socks on with it. And this is me ready to go for a walk. I love a beanie hat. They're so useful to cover up a bad hair day, and they're nice to introduce a different colour into the mix in your look. I've got a pair of very chunky, cheap trainers from Zara that I have worn so much. They've been a really surprise hit. Tonally, they're great. They've got a flash of leopard print on them, and because they're inexpensive, I really don't mind if they get trashed on a muddy walk with the children. I am currently obsessed with this coat brand called Martha Stance. They're such beautiful silhouettes, lovely detail. They've got a great sophisticated contrast of tones going on, but also brilliantly they are reversible. So my obsession with this burnt orange shade continues, so you can wear it the traditional trench coat way, or you turn it inside out. But this is my Monday go-to outside look. So this is my Tuesday look, and I've actually managed to keep the momentum going on the dress front. Though this is such a knitwear dress hybrid, I love wearing these. It's such a nice way of doing loungewear. This is the Nanushka one that I just bought on sale. I love these slightly flared sleeves, and the colour feels really luxe. I'm wearing it with a pair of shearling slippers from Aquazzura. And to go out, I've just kept things really tonal. I've just thrown on an overshirt just from Zara. This bag is from Jimmy Choo, a pair of sunglasses, and I'll often just put my wellies on. Good to go. It is Wednesday. Normally energy levels are dipping slightly, so I'm in the jeans. This is a really typical uniform of mine. I have a few of these jumpers. This one is from Zadig & Voltaire. These jeans are great. These are a new purchase just from Mango, but I've been looking for a pair of these tobacco-y, pumpkin-y coloured trousers that go with so many different colours. They look fab with black and denim and stone and grey. So I'm really thrilled with these. And I've got another pair of Aquazzura fluffy mule slippers on. And this is how I would style it to go out. The jacket is actually another Mango find. I spotted it when I was buying the trousers. They'd styled it together and it was in the sale. And I bought it in an extra large, not only because it was the last one available, but I like that oversized modern feel. The bag is from Badgley Mishka, and I've got the same Zara trainers on again, and some oversized sunglasses that tonally bring out the rich colour of the jeans. So it's Thursday, we're nearing the end of the week, and the slouchy pants are out. These ones are from Isabel Marant. They're really useful khaki colour. I love the contrast with easy black. I've cinched them in a bit more with a belt from Jimmy Choo. The top is from Ameila Stockholm, which is a really lovely Scandi brand if you're looking for easy wearable wardrobe staples. And to head out, I've played on the kind of army effect of the trousers, and I've got proper stomping khaki boots on. Another beanie hat, this one's just from ASOS, and then I have put another Martha Stance coat on with it, which is such a beautiful colour combination. It has this faux fur and a beigey blush, and then khaki detailing, and I love this colour combination of khaki and blushy orange. So it's Friday. Like most people, I am crawling towards the finishing line, and I generally do put on some kind of tracksuit or loungewear on a Friday. This one is really nice and luxe feeling. It's from Crumpet. I've got one in black as well, and it's just super easy, nice sheep grey, no brainer for an end of week. And to style my loungewear for outside, I have got on my husband's beanie hat, this fab coat from Stan Studio, which I bought right at the beginning of the season and has proved super useful for all of those rainy walks. I got it in a size up, so it's extremely comfortable, great with this hood, and I've also put it with these exceptionally old trainers from about 10 years ago from Stella McCartney. They are silver, and like most metallic shoes, they go with so much, so they've been a really useful purchase. So it's Saturday, hooray, it's the weekend, and I am in jeans. Love this pair of very slouchy, comfortable, slightly balloon shaped, washed out jeans from Zara. They seem to kind of go with everything. I have paired it today with a very easy top that was a sales purchase from Isabel Marant. It's just really pretty, really easy to wear. I generally love tweed, and I'm in a really khaki zone at the moment, so this is ticking all the boxes. And I have just put a pair of Aquazzura slippers on. And to go out, I have just put on a pair of Isabel Marant, again, pony skin leopard print boots that look kind of geeky with this, but I quite like it. And also this faux fur coat that I picked up in H&M in store a couple of years ago for I think £20. It was a complete bargain, but it always makes me feel a bit like Margot from the Royal Tenenbaums in it. Just a really easy weekend relaxed look. So it's Sunday and I'm in black, don't have to think about it, pop it on, really comfortable outfit which comprises these leather tracksuit bottoms basically from Pinko. They're old ones. They are really useful because they're quite slender in the leg. I always think it's a little bit difficult with leather trousers if they're too wide. The top is from my new favourite brand, Martha Stance, and it's a really clever design. It's a flattering shape to begin with because it's slightly shorter at the front, so it shows off your full trouser silhouette and waist at the top, and then it covers your bottom at the back, which is always a good idea. But also it has detachable sleeves, so you can turn it into a vest, and also this detachable neck, so you can wear it 3 different ways, which is fantastic. But I think Sundays are all about a chunky knit. And to wear this out, I have put on one of my favourite coats, which is this black puffer by Balm and Fair Cotton, which I really hankered after for a while. and I'm so pleased I ended up buying. It's such a lovely cocoon shape. I wear it all the time. And just my black stomping boots, and I am ready to go for a Sunday afternoon walk. So that's it, a full Monday to Sunday scope of the kind of typical looks that I'm wearing at the moment. I really hope you enjoyed it.
Thank you, Anna. So nice to see some colour. Now, earlier this week, I caught up with the founder of London blow dry bar and salon owner Duck and Dry, Yulia Rorstrom. She gave me her top tips for home hair care and also some great insight into how we can support local businesses post-lockdown. But first, his regular Sheerluxe beauty contributor, the gorgeous Adeola Gboyega, talking us through the new buzzword in beauty, skinimalism. That's a tongue twister, isn't it? Anyway, these are the best products to get that no makeup look yourself.
Hey everyone, Adeola Gboyega here, makeup artist and beauty contributor for Sheerluxe. Now in today's video I want to talk to you about one of the biggest beauty trends for 2021, and that is skinimalism. Now with this trend, it's all about taking it back to basics, stripping back your makeup and beauty routine, and using a couple of products to give you that really beautiful no makeup look that allows your skin to show through. So the first step to this beauty trend is all about perfecting your base, and I'm going to go in with this product here. This is the Bobbi Brown Extra Illuminating Moisture Balm, which I absolutely love because you can use it in a multitude of ways, but it's a great product to really help to perk up your complexion. So you can apply it neat onto the skin on its own. And what it has is a mixture of red, green and gold pearls that when you break it onto the skin, it really enlivens any complexion because it imparts this beautiful radiance. If you're somebody that doesn't want an all over glow, you can apply it, for example, on particular areas like, for example, the cheekbones. Some people like to apply even after makeup as well, but if you want that all over glow, you can also mix the illuminating balm in with your favorite moisturizer or with your favorite complexion product. Now another key component of this trend is to use a product that has a hybrid effect, essentially pairing more than one function together, and that's where this is going to come into play. This is a new product by Becca. It's called the Light Shifter Dewing Tint, and what it really does well is it also hydrates the skin but also provides coverage, but in a very minimalistic way, so it's not too heavy, doesn't cover up the skin too much, and allows your natural skin to show through. I really enjoy this. I pop a little bit on the back of my hand. Again, you can mix a little bit of the illuminating balm in if you want to, or you can go straight in with this product. It contains hyaluronic acid, so it's super hydrating, but look how beautifully that goes into my skin. You can even take a little bit under the eye if you feel that you want a little bit of coverage under the eyes. If you want more, definitely go in with your favorite concealer on top. My skin is still showing through. It still looks very natural, but again, you've got those really great hydrating, skin boosting ingredients, which I think we all need, especially at this time of the year. Now the next product I'm going to talk about is a bronzer. You guys know how much I love a bronzer. This one's by Fenty. And the great thing about a bronzer is, again, it's a multifunctional product. Not only is it going to give your complexion that beautiful warmth, especially at this time of the year, so I tend to put my bronzer on my forehead just to add the warmth, just under my cheekbones, but also down on the neck and the jawline as well to make sure that everything blends in. But I also love to use bronzer on my eyes, and this is one of the easiest and simplest ways to add a bit of colour to your eyes without having to faff around with an eyeshadow. So just take a fluffy brush with your bronzer and apply it on the eyelid, all the way from the lower lash line up to where your socket is, and it's a really great way to add a little bit of depth, add a bit of colour to your eyes, but in a very simple way that's effortless. Next up is one of my favourite products because it comes in this really great packaging and it does a multitude of things. This is the Skin Fetish Balm Duo that you can use on the cheekbones to give your skin that gorgeous glow. You can use your brush or fingers to apply it. And notice that I've used the same brush the whole way through this tutorial, so that again is really carrying on with that minimalistic trend. You can use it down the centre of your nose. You can even use it on your cupid's bow as well. I also love to use it on the eyes if you're looking to add a little bit of that highlight to the centre of your eye. But you also have this balm on the other end, which you can also use if you have very dry skin. So you can actually use it on your lips, on your cuticles. If you want to have that extra glowy look, you can actually mix the transparent balm with the highlighter for an even more of a dewier glow on the skin. Next up is this really wonderful product by Jill Dempsey, and it's called the Cheek Tint. Now I love these because again you can use them on the lips and the cheeks, but even on the eyes as well if you wanted to. It's a really gorgeous emollient cream based product that I love to kind of just apply on the apples of my cheeks, and I just love how multifunctional this is as well. You could just take a little bit of that, press it on the lips as well to give you that little bit of colour. That really lovely sort of just bitten stain that's really on trend at the moment. And I just love how alive it makes the complexion look. There's nothing like a little bit of blush to really enliven up your complexion and give you that ultimate sort of no makeup look that doesn't make it seem as if you've made too much effort. And then finally this product by Lanolips, which essentially is like a beauty savior, and it really does so many different things. I absolutely love it. I love to have it by my workstation when I'm working every single day, working from home, but it really is great because it contains manuka honey as well as vitamin E, which is great for protecting your skin, but you can literally use it on your lips to moisturize, and it has this really lovely sort of texture that's not too greasy, but it's super nourishing. Like you can tell it's really going to work. I also love it if you want to kind of slick your brows down. You can even use it instead of the other highlighter as a way to kind of highlight the skin. As a makeup artist, I'm always on the hunt for products that can really help to treat a multitude of things, such as dry skin, texture, chapped lips, because I don't want to be carrying around, 4 or 5 products. I want that one thing that can do a little bit of everything, and that's what this product by Lanolips does. It's fantastic because it's literally like that skin savior that you can have with you to rely on whenever you're faced with any sort of skin issue. So this is fantastic, and I think that everyone should have one of these in their own personal makeup kit. So I hope that you guys have found my deep dive into the skinimalism beauty trend super helpful. What you need to remember is that it's all about using multifunctional products to really streamline and minimize your beauty routine, and also to remember that it's all about letting your natural skin show through. We're not all about wearing too much makeup at the moment, especially when we're working from home. So have fun with it, enjoy, but also keep it very simple. I look forward to seeing you guys soon in another video. Bye.
Next up today, I'm joined by Yulia Rorstrom, the founder of Duck & Dry Blow Dry Bars and Salon. Yulia, previously a management consultant, founded Duck & Dry in 2014. She has 5 stores and has had to close her doors, reopen, and close. And we have talked a lot about hair care, our real need for some hair care in this pandemic. And I thought it'd be really interesting to hear from somebody at the coalface, from an entrepreneur, from one of the smartest women I know in business, and hear what it's been like for Yulia, for her staff, how she's pivoted and how she's doing today. Hi, Yulia.
Hi. Thank you so much for having me.
It is lovely to see you on this very cold day. London is absolutely freezing, isn't it?
It really is, but I'm really enjoying the snow.
Well, look, first of all, how are you? I know it's been a really tricky time for business owners like yourself, for people in the salon industry. How are you doing mentally? How have you got through it? It's been a long old year.
Yes, it has definitely been a real roller coaster over the last 12 months. I think I peaked in terms of my anxiety level right at the beginning, last February, March, when we just saw our client numbers plummeting and there was so much uncertainty and we didn't know what the government response would really be. And then over the last 12 months, I think I mostly worked at that feeling of being out of control. I think as an entrepreneur, you always feel that there is things you can do and improve and push on. And in this particular instance, it was just about learning and accepting things that you can't control.
I mean, it really is that situation, isn't it? You're so right. When you're a doer, you're someone who makes shit happen and sorts things out. I remember you saying to me in March, you said, Georgie, I think we normally have 35 people in a morning or a day or whatever, and we've had 3 today. And this is no reflection of me or my business or whatever. This is like purely, beyond my control. And that's a really hard thing to deal with. How have your staff coped with it? We obviously have furlough. Are they all on furlough? How are they doing? And how have you been sort of nurturing them?
The majority of our team is on furlough, especially stylists. And I think, again, as a business owner, it's such a relief knowing that your team is being supported and they're able to pay their bills. So it's definitely a big relief. But throughout these 12 months, and especially with an opening and reopening and further restrictions being introduced, there were moments where it was quite important to sort of motivate the team and keep them going.
Hard though, when you've got to motivate yourself as well, and you're also going through a really tricky time. But they're doing all right. No doubt they are desperate to get back to work. How have you managed to protect the business in the last year so that you are in a position to still be able to operate when we get through this stage?
I think streamlining the business was very important, and really concentrating resources on aspects or locations of the business that you felt will be viable in 12 months time, and really concentrating on those fixed costs and negotiating every single contract supplier bill that was coming out, and really kind of controlling your costs and making quite tough decisions.
And how have you pivoted? I mean, we've got to talk about product. You launched your product a couple of years ago as an in-salon primarily product, wasn't it?
Yes.
I am a huge fan, genuinely, this is in my bathroom cupboard, of Duck and Dry's Blow Dry in a Bottle. It's a texturizing spray. It's brilliant. And I know that you are pivoting to focus more on product. Tell us a bit more about that and what the future looks like for Duck and Dry in terms of products.
So yes, we've got our own branded line of haircare and styling products, and primarily we've been using them for in-salon use for the last couple of years. But at the back of my mind, I've always wanted to expand the line and create beautiful packaging and sort of aim it more at the end consumers. So one of the few positives of the last 12 months is that it's given me the headspace, the time and the energy and the focus to make this dream a reality. And so we are hoping to launch a new product line this spring, all brand new, beautiful packaging, fragrances, natural formulas. Very excited about it.
Well, I have to say, I've had a sneak peek at the packaging and it looks very cool. And you're going from 6 products to 12. So anyway, watch this space, and when you have a bit more information on launch dates, we will be back in touch with more information on the products. Maybe you can come and give us a demo, Yulia.
I'd love that.
Do you think there are positives? I mean, other than being able to focus on your own business and the profitable areas versus the non, and stripping out costs that perhaps aren't essential. I think that's been a really positive for a lot of entrepreneurs. But do you think on a wider scale there have been positives to come from this pandemic?
I think one of the key positives that I'm hoping to come out of it is our appreciation of the high street, for all of us to realize how important that coffee shop and a florist and a salon is, and for all of us to embrace our high streets and really promote them, and for the government to reassess business rates among other costs and taxes to keep our high streets vibrant.
Hear, hear. There's nothing more depressing than, God, going into London and just seeing everything shut up. It's really like you're in a bad dream. Maybe we are, and we'll all wake up and it'll be life as it was before. Sadly, I think not. Yulia, for other business owners, entrepreneurs that might be listening, people that work for themselves or self-employed, do you have any advice to stay strong through these times?
Yes, I mean, staying strong and obviously working at your own sort of emotional roller coaster is hugely important. From the more practical side of things, I think we're constantly being told that we are in this all together. And I think now is the time for you to perhaps approach those suppliers and partners and talk to them about costs, and if we are in this all together, perhaps there is room to maneuver, because those contracts or fees that you agreed to a year ago were based on a very different business sort of proposition. So I would say don't be shy and reach out and try to negotiate, because we all have to kind of bear the brunt of what is happening.
Yeah, quite right. Good advice. Get close to those numbers.
Do it.
And
be strong.
Be strong.
And,
we women are made of tough stuff, and get your hands dirty, get negotiating. Let's finish with some hair tips. I mean, you sweetly said that you liked my hair long. In the flesh, it's not so pretty. My husband even offered to cut it for me the other day. What advice do you have, as someone who always has pristine, immaculate hair, what advice do you have for us in these times of dealing with our very long locks?
I think in terms of cuts, I would recommend for everybody to stay strong and resist the urge and wait for the salons to reopen, unless you are a master. But I would say resist and stay strong, and wait for the reopening. But in terms of the hair products, one of the things that I would really like to do with the Duck and Dry line is to build people's confidence with using hair products, and really moving on from just shampoo conditioner ritual, and build up certain hair products that would help, whether it's to control frizz or add some volume, or that much needed texture and grip for your style to last, and really build your confidence with the hair products. Just pick one, try it out.
Get practicing
Embrace
as well.
it.
I mean, when better to practice than right now, hey?
Well, exactly. And I think we are here to really sort of beat those myths about hair products making your hair heavy or greasy or sticky. I promise you, the beauty industry and the hair business has really moved forward, and there are some beautiful products that can really make styling hair that much more simple. But I would definitely encourage people to try.
Quite right. And and the hair industry needs us, the wedding industry needs us, the salon industry needs us. We need to protect these businesses. Yulia, thank you so much for joining us. Such a joy to see you. And I will be back in your doors as soon as we're allowed. Thank you so much. Welcome back. Thank you, Yulia. I hope you found that as interesting as I did. And remember, hide those scissors. Next today, wine expert, writer and TV presenter Ameila Singer has picked her favourite supermarket wines. Whether you're treating yourself or you've got a nice dinner planned this weekend, she's got something for you. But first, Sommer Pyne from House Curious is back with her take on a healthy roast chicken. Plus, master trainer Fletch from OneTrack Run Club is here to explain just how the Sheerluxe virtual run club will work. Mark it in your diaries now. It's this Saturday, the 13th of February at 9 a.m. and it's free. All you need to do is sign up, get your trainers on, and you'll be good to go.
Hi, I'm Summer from House Curious, and today I'm going to share one of our favourite lockdown dinner recipes.
Look at how fancy that looks. But the secret to this is it's super easy and it takes one roasting tin. So we're going to start with 2 chicken breasts with the skin on, lemon, garlic, thyme, salt and pepper, some olive oil, and then we're just going to put that in the fridge to marinate while we get everything else ready. Of course you could do this the night before, but we are living on the edge. Right, so let's take some sweet potato. We're going to peel that and then roughly chop it like so. We're just using sweet potato today and butternut squash, and I'm just going to slice, and then we're just going to halve them. To this we're going to add some Spanish onion or red onion depending on where you live. We're going to peel that and we're just going to chop that into wedges. Here comes the money shot when we put all the veg into the tin. To this we're going to add a tablespoon of cumin, teaspoon of coriander, salt and pepper, olive oil. Mix that together, pop it in the oven for 10 minutes on 180. Now let's get started with the sauce. You will need 3 tablespoons of Greek yogurt, a large tablespoon of tahini, minced garlic, half a lemon, salt and pepper to taste, a little bit of water, and then you're just going to simply whisk that together and pop that to the side while we get started on the salsa. You will need a handful of dill, and then we're going to dice up some lemon to make the salsa. Now I stole this from Ottolenghi, and it's so simple but really tasty. It just really lifts the dish. You want it to be a salsa consistency. Add a good dollop of olive oil, stir, and again, put to the side. Now we're ready to get the root vegetables out, and then we're going to layer that with the chicken breast. And we're going to pop this in the oven on 180 for about 35 minutes until golden. And it may look like this. Ta-da! Doesn't that look good? Right, it's time to plate, my favorite part. We're going to do a fancy swish like this. We're going to add the root vegetables. We're going to add the chicken breast, and don't forget the salsa, because this is just going to be incredible. So you've got the savory, the herbs, the lemon, the sourness. It's just so great. And then I'm going to add some fresh thyme. I would add a side salad of tomatoes or beans, but who has time for that today? Look at that. Doesn't that look delicious? It tastes so good, I swear. Enjoy.
Hi guys, my name is Fletch. I'm coach and founder of OneTrack. We've teamed up with Sheerluxe to bring you the SL Virtual Run Club. We're going to be taking you through an easy run on Saturday the 13th of February at 9 a.m. So easy running is all about keeping things easy. We help this with a scale of 1 to 10. It's called rates of perceived exertion. How hard do we feel we're working at any given moment? 10 out of 10 being crazy hard, 1 out of 10 being very easy. The whole session taps out at 3 out of 10. We're going to be varying the speed to make sure we're including everyone, those who want to walk, jog, walk, or run the whole thing. It's completely down to how you feel. We're going to be building in education, putting music in there as well. And the biggest part of this is doing it together. Different people from different parts of the land all joining into one single session. Once you've booked your place, we're going to be sending you a link 10 minutes before the session starts. Make sure you've downloaded the Google Meet app in advance. And you're also ready to run or walk just before the session starts. We're going to be taking you through some drills and activations, so make sure that you're ready to rock and roll straight from the beginning. Once you've done all that, once you've requested to join, that's it. You can lock the phone, put it in your pocket, and you're ready to rock and roll. Please show us your run. You can tag us on social using the hashtag SLRunClub, but you can also put it on our profiles at Sheerluxe and at OneTrack_club. We look forward to seeing you out there.
Hi Sheerluxe, it's Ameila Singer here, a wine expert and general enthusiast, and I'm here to give you some Valentine's fizz and wine advice to help elevate those Valentine's lockdown, either with a special someone or simply over Zoom with the girlfriends. There is really something for everyone. First up, we have a sparkling Grillo from Ocado for £11.99. So Grillo is normally a still dry wine from Sicily, but here they basically use the same method to make this wine as they do in Prosecco. So you get something very zippy, zesty, a little bit of that hard-boiled kind of pear drop sweet thing, but with a wonderful saline tang at the end. So I personally love this with fish and chips, but this is an organic wine. It's vegan friendly. It comes from a sustainable winery, which is actually carbon neutral. So if you're wanting to fit into that theme, I would say make an amazing Moroccan root vegetable tagine, because this absolutely has the personalities to stand up to the spice. It really is very impressive and just a fun alternative to the usual Prosecco. Next up is sparkling rosé from Kent, the UK, and it's from Hush Heath Estate. They were the first actual winery to get their rosé onto British Airways First Class, and this is a delight at £18. It's just full of rhubarb and brambly fruit, and it's just so elegant. This would be perfect for takeaway sushi, sashimi, if you're wanting to be classy at home with this elegant rosé. Why not make a very impressive soufflé? Next up is one of my firm favorites from Waitrose. It's Bird in Hand Sparkling Pinot Noir. This is an awesome cool climate sparkling wine from Adelaide Hills in Australia. And it's a lovely, lovely rosé coming from the Pinot Noir grape, but it just has slightly more fruit. So if you want more of those juicy strawberry summer pudding fruit in your rosé, this is a fantastic option. And it used to be £16 and now it's on for £11.99. This would be amazing with a takeout kind of Thai or something like a spicy Asian fusion delivery, or simply make it home with a wonderful, wonderful stir fry. Now, for a very elegant white wine option, this Lugana from Majestic for £14.99. Now, Lugana is in the north of Italy, just south of Lake Garda, and always white wine tends to be made from the Trebbiano grape. What does that mean? That means you get this very fleshy, red apple-y, wonderful dry white wine, which has, again, sort of kind of herbal freshness and lift, as well as a zippy, zesty tang on the finish. So it is just a very, very classy wine and fantastic with antipasti. So whether you're ordering an amazing charcuterie board or cheese board, this would be amazing, or quite frankly, it would simply elevate any pasta and pesto dish. Okay, if you need to be transported out of this icy awfulness, head down to M&S and get this Winemakers Reserve Chardonnay. And you can also get it on Ocado. It's £12 and it does everything you want a New World Chardonnay to do. There's plenty of juicy nectarine and peaches, a little bit of toasty brioche, and it'll just completely envelop you and take you away to sunnier climes. In terms of takeout, I would actually just say anything covered in butter and cream. But if you want to be fancy pants, get yourself some lobster, get yourself some crab, it'd be amazing. But quite frankly, if you're at home, just cook up a big pasta carbonara or a wonderful cheesy risotto and just cuddle up to the indulgence. Moving on to the reds, this Pinot Noir from the Loire Valley, which you can get at Oddbins for £10. I can't believe it. And when you smell it, it is like a summer pudding or a kind of fruit compote. And when you taste it, it's got all of that succulent inkiness, which is just amazing. It's a really well-made Pinot made from this family in the Loire who've been making wine for 6 generations. So it's a very well-made Pinot, but it's super fun. For takeouts, I'd say if you're getting a beef Wellington or you're getting some roast beef, this would be amazing. But quite frankly, any kind of roast meats, grilled meats, this would be incredible. And last but not least, if you really feel like being all embraced by a wine, then you've got to go for this Zinfandel from Aldi. It's £7.99. It's from Puglia, so it's not a Californian Zin. But believe me, it does all the Zin that you want a Zin to do. It has plenty of damson plums, a sprinkling of cocoa powder, and it's just really succulent and juicy and just, oh, so yum. So the best takeout for this would be a Tex-Mex, anything in barbecue sauce, sticky barbecue sauce, not spicy, and you are in for a treat. Seriously, this is all you need.
Thank you, Amelia. Some delicious sounding wine in there, right up my street. If you're keen to find out more about Amelia and her wine knowledge, she hosts some really amazing lives with lots of great guests chatting wine, food, and all good stuff. Follow her on Instagram at Amelias_wine for more info. Finally today, it's time for me to share the 3 things I am loving this week. First up is these Bala Bangles. Now, I'm sure lots of you, like me, are working out at home and wanting to keep your fitness in check as much as you can. Anyway, these are a Christmas present from my brother. They're quite expensive. They're about 50 quid. You can get cheaper ones on Amazon, so I'm told. But anyway, they're about £1 each, so they're not too heavy. You can wrap them around your ankles, around your wrists, and either just go for a walk with the children if that's what you're doing, or do squats or kind of other reps at home. Anyway, I think they're brilliant. I love, as I said, that they're just £1 each, so they are really wearable. And even if you're just running up and down the stairs at home doing the housework, then why not put these on and make your body work a little bit harder? So that's the first thing I'm loving. The second thing I'm loving, I was sitting in the bath last night thinking, what was I going to talk about today? And I was sitting there smelling my amazing Aromatherapy Associates bath oil. This is their Deep Relax Bath and Shower Gel. You can see how much I love it. I'm actually getting a bit nervous that I'm getting this close to the bottom. It smells of sandalwood and chamomile and vetiver, and it honestly smells like a spa, to the extent that whenever I run the bath with this in, my husband comes in and just goes, oh, it smells amazing in here. This one was actually created by the founder of Aromatherapy Associates to help tackle her insomnia. Now, I'm not saying a bit of bath oil is going to cure years of insomnia, but it really does help. And I honestly get into bed after a bath with this and just feel really zen. It smells incredible, and at a time when we're stuck at home, you've got to focus on the little pleasures. And honestly, I can't get the lid back on, but I cannot rate this highly enough. I just don't think anyone will regret getting their hands on that. Finally, bit random, but anyway, it's a little mirror with sucker pads on by Tweezerman that you can either stick to your mirror in your bathroom or to your window if you want really good lights. And if you're somebody that normally gets their brows done by somebody else, but need to deal with them at home right now, then this might be your secret to doing the best job possible. Or maybe it's just to put your makeup on or do your brows, whatever. Anyway, it's totally brilliant. It's about 20 quid. You can get it on Amazon. And as I said, those little sucker pads are very clever. So that's it. And finally, I have to give a shout out to Moulin Rouge, which I watched last night. And I hadn't watched it, I don't think, for 20 years since it came out. Anyway, it's absolutely brilliant. The soundtrack made me so happy. So if you're looking for something to do this weekend, put it on. Ewan McGregor is just so brilliant in it. It's completely bonkers, but totally brilliant and just a complete treat. So I highly recommend revisiting that movie. That's it for today. I hope you've enjoyed watching. Thank you so much to our wonderful guests, to Anna, to Yulia, to Amelia, to Adeola, to Sommer and Fletch. We'll be taking a little break next week because the Sheerluxe team are having a much needed duvet day. But I'll be back the week after with a wedding special. We are going to have beauty from Hannah Martin, who's painted the faces of more celebrity brides and royals than anyone. Ronnie Colby will be giving us his insight into the best flowers to have on your big day. We have some beautiful tablescaping ideas from the super stylish homeware brand Maison Margot, plus wedding fashion tips from guests to brides. I really do hope you'll join us. In the meantime, we'd love it if you could comment below, give us a thumbs up, and do subscribe if you haven't already. Have a wonderful day wherever you are. Bye-bye.